When I was on the ship, I was a boatswain mate. Boatswain's mate did a little bit of everything, really. It was a cargo ship, so we had holds all the way down, and we had to go down in those holes to check on the trucks and jeeps that we was transporting. We transported troops and jeeps and things like that. And the boatswain was sort of like a utility man on the ship. They did a little bit of everything. And, of course, we had our quarters that we lived in. And I can recall, it's been many years ago, we might go through the boiler room and just walking through areas and things like that. We had to load the guns. We put the shells in the guns if we were in a drill or something like that to fire the weapons. It was an attack cargo ship is what I was on. I didn't know anything about asbestos. I filed for some compensation and I was turned down. Well, I told them what I have is sort of a breathing disorder. When I first came back, which if I had known back then, I had a lung collapse. I actually started way back then. I had this lung collapse, and then after the lung collapse, I was in lung collapse in 72, 73. For those two things, it was both civilian doctors. So I was about to say, with the lung collapse, I was a civilian doctor. I even went back to that hospital, and they only had records back to the 1990s. So they didn't have any records of it. I had another situation where I was treated for lungs. I had breathing, what you call them. They put me on these breathing things. I had to come into the doctor's office and get on this breathing machine with some medicine. I did that for a few weeks.